Alrighty, I just wanted to give another update on the car. Not too much has changed. I just kind of wanted to make another video. I haven't made a video in a while just because I don't really make a video on anything I install. So yeah, so wheel and tire setup, still the same thing. I'll leave in the description the specs for the wheel and tire like I did last time. So I've gone ahead and replaced my front lip. This is the TH style front lip from Basin R. You can also get it on Racing Bees if you're in Canada. This was the original front lip that I wanted to buy, but it wasn't in stock for months on end. I think it took 5 months for it to come back in stock. I had bought the MZ for a temporary front lip, so I really like how aggressive this lip is. It's much more aggressive than the other one. I do think, like, if you're trying to bag the car, that other lip looks so much better because it's almost like it just all around is like super close to the ground. I think it looks super good, especially if you have the MZ style or the OEM side skirts. Much nicer. But I just think with the rims that I have, that this front lip just matches better. I just think like that aggressive look is what I'm trying to go for, so I like it a lot more. And this is what I originally wanted, so I definitely got that. So since I have the TH style side skirt, the TH style front lip, and they restocked the TH style rear diffuser, I went ahead and bought the TH style rear diffuser. So this one is very simple to install. Just some pop clips underneath that you need to install, and then I would highly recommend a third-party 3M tape or Gorilla tape. I still fucked it up because it has been raining non-stop in Florida, so I mean I didn't give the Gorilla tape enough time to dry, so it's peeling again. This is the second time I've redid it. So I'm gonna have to redo it again, but for now it's secure on there. I didn't, just like the side skirt over here, and in the front I drilled, focus on here, I drilled here. Actually, this isn't drilled in, it's kind of just holding alongside here, but in the front I drilled here, I drilled a screw bit in to keep it more secure. It is recommended to do that, but obviously if you don't want to damage the car, or you're on a lease or something and you just want this temporary, then it makes sense. But look, so you can see here, you can see the Gorilla weatherproof tape that was not very weatherproof, where it's coming undone, because here it's kind of out of shape. It's not perfectly shaped, so it's sticking around here, but the more it rains, the more it comes undone. So I need to just redo that. It's not really a big deal. It's on there, but yeah, I would highly recommend letting that really sit and dry. These lips from Basin R, they do come with like another strip that you're supposed to put alongside here, but that strip is not sticky at all, and I have so much trouble with it, so I really tried to not put it. And you see why it's recommended to put it on, because then once rain gets in here, and if it's not really stuck on there and dry, I mean, this is a perfect example of what happens. So definitely try to install that if you can. This type of plastic is really not it's not really good with the adhesive. I'm not really sure why, but it just isn't sticky. Even if I heat the surface or use isopropyl alcohol and everything, it just doesn't really stick. But I'll figure it out. For now, it is what it is. I'll redo it. It's not the end of the world. It's staying on, but it just doesn't, it's just not perfect. So I'll figure that out on my own, eventually change that up. I am planning, I really want more of a lowered look, so I'm planning on getting the CorkSport lowering springs, the blue ones, because for the hatchback, they go down in the front, I think 1.5 inches, and in the back 1.8, while the Eibach do 0.5 in the front and I think 1.2 in the back. So it's gonna bring it down, just like literally it's gonna cover, it should cover literally just the rest of this little gap here. If it's straight on, pretty much cover that up, especially in the front. It's just not low enough for me. I want it to be, I know the wheels turn, but you can still see. I want it to be like flush, if not like even a little bit over the wheel, enough for me to turn, of course, without needing to shave anything. Then I've gone ahead, shout out to Kodo Carbon on Instagram and their website, of course. I was looking for a company in America that started making real carbon fiber pieces for this car, and literally they did it like, I mean, I was just thinking about it, and a week later they revealed like their projects and what they're doing. So it's really amazing that they've done this. Sorry for the weed whacker. So this really helped out, really nice to help out match the wing that is carbon fiber as well. No fake shit, because before I had the fake carbon, it just didn't look right. So now I finally have some real carbon fiber. They also have a bunch of interior things. For example, like this guard, which also, I don't know if it was my fault. I don't know if I didn't clean it right, but this is supposed to stay down, but it kind of always pops up. But it's all right. It's not, once again, also not really that big of a deal. Have these little guards for this, I guess for shoes and stuff. Dirty ass mat. I'll clean that another day. Still have the throttle controller. I keep it on, what setting is it on? I can't even see myself. Oh, it doesn't show. I keep it on 1.6 to 1.8, which is gonna be, the base would be 1. So I'm kind of doing a little bit. The max is 3.9. I'm not really pushing it too hard because I don't wanna, I mean, running that on your car the whole time, I cannot be good for it. So I'm using just a little bit. As you can see, I did also grab and install a nice big racing wheel from MikStore. I originally ordered this with the flat bottom, and then I didn't want a stripe at first, but then they emailed me and they were like, oh, this is the one we have in stock and can ship. It has 2 red stripes. And I had never seen anybody that's done this double red stripe thing, so I was like, oh fuck yeah, that's sick. So I mean, it worked out super sick. I love the wheel. Really simple install. There's a YouTuber who went through the install. He also makes some Mazda videos. I forgot his name. I'll put it on the screen. But if you need a video install on how to do this, he'll definitely have it. And then, so they also have this center console carbon fiber to cover that gloss black. This is like, for me, in my opinion, needed, because this gloss black just scratches up so easily. And it, like, I don't know, like, I don't even know what has scratched this. I don't put anything on here, and it's just so scratched up. So this is a must. I wish there was something to cover here. It also comes right here, and also in the back seats as well. I got this little sushi cat dangling because this is fire. Yeah, that's pretty much everything that I've changed since my last video. So we'll do a little drive. We'll go up to 2.5 on the, no, let's do 2.4 on the throttle controller. I just filled up gas. So I also, by the way, with this throttle controller, fair warning, if you're using it, you're draining your gas, like, because it's pretty much like every time you accelerate, it's almost like you're like flooring it. So you're gonna be burning gas like crazy. But as long as you're okay with that, then it's all right. I fill up I think I drive a decent amount, but I fill up every week. It's, thankfully it's not like a huge tank, so it's not really that expensive. And where I live, the premium gas is not that much. I pay like $4 a gallon, which isn't terrible. if anybody, I would love if anybody who's watching and still watching and has the CorkSport lowering springs, if you can let me know how that drive feels in the comments, because I do really want them, but I'm afraid that the Eibach provide a nicer driving experience, but I could be wrong. I would be willing to sacrifice a little bit of ride quality for that extra lowered stance. I don't know, I just really want it. I've really fallen in love with all these builds that are like bagged, even have a little bit of a camber on the wheels. So that's why I really want to lower it even more. I'm also gonna sell those Eibach springs if I do end up getting the CorkSport ones. So please let me know. You can message me on Instagram if you're interested in buying them. I will give a good price. They're normally $350 plus shipping. I would do $250 plus shipping. So there's so much traffic, man. Well, this is gonna be a very boring ride since there's traffic. So I'm just gonna go ahead and end the video here. I mean, everything with this car I still love and enjoy a lot. I of course wish, I really wish I invested the extra money and got the turbo and all-wheel drive, but at the time I just didn't have the money, and you know, we work with what we have in the moment. Oh, and actually I forgot to say, I swapped the oiled filter to a dry filter, and I don't know what it is. The dry filter is much better than the oiled. It feels more sluggish using the oil than the dry filter. Just do the dry. It works much nicer, and it's much more, it seems responsive and actually seems to give that extra horsepower, while the oiled filter just doesn't. I don't know why. It doesn't work properly, at least with this car. And maybe with the turbo it's perfectly fine, but with the non-turbo it's just not good. It bottlenecked like crazy. So yeah, that was a little update on that. So don't do the oiled filter if you're on the non-turbo. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the little update. I think my next video is going to be a little keyboard video, just a typing video, or maybe a little build like the last. If you're interested in that, please check it out. If not, I will see you in the next Mazda video. All right, peace out.